Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss chapter 2 linear equation in one variable, exercise 2.2, question number 4. Question number 4 है find the two consecutive even integer such that 2/5 of the smaller exceed 2/11 of the larger by 4. I repeat this question again. Find the two consecutive even integers such that 2/5 of a smaller exceed 2/11 of the larger by 4. Okay. So in these questions, first we let the smaller number be x and the greater number be is x plus 2, because here we need two consecutive even numbers, even integers you can say. So first we let the consecutive even integers vx and the other consecutive even integers is x plus 2. Okay. So 2/5 of smaller numbers, this is equal to this is equal to 2/11 of the greater numbers by 4. So let's see how to solve these questions. Okay. So first we let the smaller number, let the smaller even integer be x. Okay. Let the smaller even integer be x. Okay. And other integers is greater integers. Okay. And others consecutive even integers v and other consecutive even integer is x plus 2. This is clear? Now, in this question, this is given that 2/5 of the smaller integers, okay, exceed 2/11 of the larger by 4. So according to questions, you can write it according to questions. According to questions, we have what we have 2/5 of smaller integers. Okay, 2/5 of smaller integers. So 2 by 5 of x, or you can say 2 by 5x. This is 2/5 of smaller integers exceed 2/11 of the larger by 4. So here this is equal to 2/11, 2 by 11 by larger integer x plus 2 by 4. Clear? According to the questions, 2/5 of smaller integers exceed the 2/11 of larger integer by 4. This is clear now. So this is our condition according to this questions. Okay. Now you can multiply 2 by 11 in this x and 2. So here you get 2 by 5 x. This is equal to 2 by 11 x plus 4 by 11 this plus 4. This is clear. Now so here 2 by 5 x minus 2 by 11 x. This is equal to 4 by 11 minus 4 by 11 plus 4. You can write by 1. Okay. If you take 11 as a LCM, then you can write it like this. What you can write? 11 for the 44, 44 plus 4, 48. 48 by 11. This is clear? Now, so here, what is the LCM between them? Usually you can say 55 because here you can see 5 and 11 both are prime numbers, so their LCM is their product. Okay, so their product is 55, so then you can write 11 to the 22x minus 5 to the 10x is equal to 48 by 11. If you subtract here, so you get 11x, sorry 12x, you get here 12x by 55. 22 minus 10, this is equal to 12. 12x by 55, this is equal to what? This is equal to 48 by 11. Okay, 48 by 11. This is clear? Now, so you can write here x is equal to what? X is equal to 48 by 11 into 55 by 12. This is clear. If you simplify this, then you get 11 for the 55 and 12 for the 48, 12 for the 48. Here you get 4 into 11 for the 55. So the value of x is equal to what? 20. 20 is the smaller numbers. 20 is the smaller numbers because here we get the smaller number is x. So value of x we find at 20. So you can write here smaller integer is equal to 20 and greater integer is equal to what? Greater integer greater integer is equal to 20 plus 2. This is equal to 22. So smaller integer is equal to 20 and the greater integer is equal to 22. Okay, so in this way we find the two numbers, two consecutive numbers, 20 and the 22, such that their 2/5 of smaller number is exceed 211 by 4. So 2/5 of smaller number. So you can say 2/5 means what do you mean by 2/5? 2 by 5 into 20. So 2 by 5 is into 24. This is equal to 8 times. Okay. This is equal to 8 and 2 by 11. 2 by 11. 211 by 4 of greater number. So 211. 2 by 11 into 22 plus 4. Here we get 22. 2 to the 4. 4 plus 4. This is equal to also 8. You can see here. So both quantities are same. So it means that our answer is right. Clear? Now, so I hope all of you understood these questions. Okay. Now we are going to discuss next question. Question number 5. Let's see what have in question number 5. Question number 5 है the denominators of a fraction exceeds its numerator by 4 if numerator and denominator are both increased by 3. The new fractions becomes 4 by 5. Find the original fractions. This is clear. In this question, this is given the denominator of a fractions exceed its numerator by 4. If you let the numerator is x, so denominator is x plus 4. Because in this question, this is mentioned that the denominator of a fractions exceeds its numerator by 4. So if you let the numerator of a fractions is x, then its denominator is x plus 4. Clear? Now, so original fraction is equal to what? You know very well the fraction is equal to numerator by denominators. Okay? And after this, the question told us that if you increase both by 3, then the new fractions become 4 by 5. So find the original fractions. Okay. Now let's see how to solve this question. First we erase them. After this we solve the question number 5 of this exercise 2.2 chapter 2 linear equation in one variables. Okay. Now in these questions you know given how to fraction made. Fraction is equal to numerator by denominator. This is clear. Now denominator is exceed by 4 of its numerator. So we let in question number 5 let the numerator let the numerator of fraction bx. So its denominator is equal to what? So its denominator. So you write so denominator of fraction is equal to, this is given the denominator of the fraction is greater than its denominator. This is clear. Now okay, so what is the fraction? What is the fractions? Or you can say then original fraction is equal to what? Then original fraction. Original fraction is equal to, you know very well, the fraction is equal to numerator by denominator. So here we get numerator is x, so its denominator is x plus 4. Because this is given and that denominator is 4 more than its numerator. So here we let numerator will be x, so its denominator is equal to x plus 4. Now, so our original fraction is x by x plus 4. And the next condition is given that if the numerator and denominators are both increased by 3, then new fraction becomes 4 by 5. Okay. So here now according to the condition, according to the condition, what is the condition? Condition is here like this. If you increase numerator by 3 and also denominators by 3, then the new fraction becomes 4 by 5. These are our new fractions. Okay. Now, so we need to find what here we need to find. We need to find the original fraction. Okay. So here you can write x plus 3 by x plus 4 plus 3 7 x plus 7. This is equal to 4 by 5. And student, I hope all of you know cross multiplication methods. Okay, like this, a by b is equal to c by d. You can write it b into c is equal to a into d. This is called cross multiplication. It means that this denominator multiply this numerator and this denominator multiply this numerators. Okay, so this is called by cross multiplication methods. Okay, now so here we use cross multiplication method, then we get 5 into x plus 3. This multiply by this and this multiply by this. This is equal to 4 into x plus 7. This is clear. Now, so if you multiply, then we get what you get here? 5x. 5 into x, this is equal to 5x. Okay, plus 5 into 3, this is equal to 15. Here now, 4 into x, this is equal to 4x, plus 4 is equal to 20. Yes. Now you find the value of reaction by using variable separable methods. In these methods, we transposing the variable one side and the constant other side. Okay. So for this, we can write 5x minus 4x. This is equal to 28 minus 15. Clear now? So 5x minus 4x. This is equal to only x. This is equal to only x. 28 minus 15. This is equal to what? 13. So here you can see we find the value of x. Value of x is equal to what? 13. So what is its numerator? Because we already laid the numerator of these fractions bx. So here we find the value of x is 13. It means that the numerator is 13. And so what is the denominators? Denominator is x plus 4. So this is equal to 13 plus 4. This is equal to 17. Denominator is 17. Okay. So what is the fractions? What is our original fraction? So original fraction is equal to 13 by 17. So let's see. So here you can write numerator of the fraction. Numerator is equal to what? 13, because we let numerator be x. So value of x is 13. So numerator is equal to 13. And the denominator is equal to what? Here we let denominator is equal to x plus 4. So x plus 4, the value of x is 13 plus 4. This is equal to 17. Okay. Now, so here we need to find original fraction. Original fraction. Original fraction is equal to what? Original fraction is equal to here we let original fraction is equal to x upon x plus 4. So x is 13. X plus 4 is what? 17. So in this way we find the original fraction. This is equal to x 13 by 17. Clear? Student, I hope all of you understood this question. In this question, this is given that the denominator of a fraction exceeds its numerator by 4. If the numerator and the denominator are both increased by 3, the new fractions becomes 4 by 5. Find the original fractions. So in this case, we let first the numerator of the fraction bx. So what is denominators? According to these questions just told us that its denominator is 4, more than 4 of its numerator. So if you let numerator be x, so denominator is equal to x plus 4. This is clear. Now after this, the question told us that if you increase 3 by numerator and denominator both, then new fractions becomes 4 by 5. Okay. So here you can see we increase this x plus 3 and x plus 4 plus 3 also. So here we get the new fractions 4 by 5. After this, if you simplify this, you get here x plus 3 upon x plus 7. This is equal to 4 by 5. And here we use cross multiplication methods. Okay. So according to cross multiplication methods, we multiply first numerator by second denominators and first denominator by second numerator. So you get here 5 into x plus 3. This is equal to 4 into x plus 7. This is clear. Now after this, if you simplify this, we get the value of x is 13. So what is 13? 13 is x, or you can see the value of x is 13, and we let the numerators of this fraction is x. So you can see the numerator becomes 13. So what is our denominators? Our denominator is equal to what? Our denominator is equal to, here we let denominator is x plus 4. So our denominator is equal to 13 plus 4. This is equal to 17. So 17 is our denominator. So what is our original fractions? Obviously you can say our original fraction is 13 by 17. So here you can see this is our original fractions. So student, I hope all of you understood this question. Now we are going to discuss next questions. What is the next questions? Question number 6. Question number 6 have what number should be added to each of the numbers 3, 5, 13 and 19 so that the resulting numbers may be in proportion. I repeat this question again. Listen very carefully. What numbers should be added to each of the numbers 3, 5, 13 and 19 so that the resulting numbers may be in proportion. So student, in these questions, first we let the required numbers to be added be x. So on adding x to each given numbers, the numbers becomes 3 plus x, 5 plus x, 13 plus x and 19 plus x. Okay. So according to the questions, either resulting numbers are in proportion. Okay. So what is proportion? You know very well. If you know proportion, then you solve these questions. Obviously you can say if two ratios are equal, then you can say they are found in proportion. So first two numbers, ratio of first two numbers and ratio of last two numbers are equal. Okay. So in this way we find the value of x, and after putting the value of x, you find the required result. So let's see how to solve this question. First we raise this question, after this we solve this question. Now, so first we raise them, after this we solve question number 6. I hope all of you understood question number 5. Okay. Now in question number 5, 4 numbers are given. 4 numbers are given here in question number 5. So first let this is question number 6. First here we let the required number to be added bx. Okay. So here we let the required number to add bx. Okay. We add each numbers bx. After adding x to given numbers, okay. After adding x to given number, it becomes the number is given here 3, 5, 13 and 19. So when we add them, the number becomes 3 plus x, 5 plus x, 3 plus x, 5 plus x, 13 plus x, 19 plus x. Because the number is given here 3, 5, 13 and 19. Okay. So according to the questions, if you add a number x, so it's become in proportions. Either resulting numbers as the resulting number. Here 3x plus 5x plus 13x plus 19x are in proportion. As the resulting numbers are in proportion. So if two ratio are equal, if A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, they are half proportions. Okay, two ratio are equal, A ratio B and C ratio D, they are equal, then you can say they are half proportion. You can also write it A by B, this is equal to C by D. This is clear. So student, this is the rules to form proportion. If two ratio are equal, then you can say it form proportions. Now, so according to this, if you adding the x in 3, 5, 13, 19, so it becomes it form in proportion. So you can write it 3x, 3 plus x ratio 5 plus x is equal to 13 plus x ratio 19 plus x. This is clear. Also you can write it in fractions 3 plus x by 5 plus x. This is equal to 13 plus x by 19 plus x. This is clear. After this, we use here cross multiplication methods. I hope all of you know cross multiplication methods. According to cross multiplication methods, A by B is equal to C by D. You can write A into D is equal to B into C. This method is called cross multiplication method. This is clear now. So here we use cross multiplication method. So we get here first numerator 3x, 3 plus x multiplied by second denominators. This is equal to 19 plus x is equal to second numerator 13 plus x is second numerator multiplied by first denominator 5 plus x. 5 plus x. This is clear. Now, I hope all of you know how to multiply binomial to binomials. Okay. Now, so you can write it 3 into 19 plus x into 19 plus x. This is equal to what? Here also you can write 13 into 5 plus x into 5 plus x. This is clear. Now here you can multiply. So 3 into 19, 57. Clear? And 3 into x, this is equal to 3x. Now plus. Again here 19 into x, 19x plus x into x square. This is equal to what? This is equal to 3 is 13 into 5, 65 plus 13 into x, 13x plus x into 5, 5x plus x into x square. So student, you can see here in both side x square have present, so you can cancel x square. It becomes 0. Okay, now here we have 13, 19x, 3x, and here we have 57 plus 22x. This is equal to what? In right hand side we have 65 and plus 13x plus 5x. This is equal to what? This is equal to 18x. Okay. Now we find the value of x by using variable separable methods. Okay. So here if you transposing the variable one side, so it becomes, you can write 22x minus 18x. This is equal to 65 minus 57. Okay. So we get here 4x and this is equal to what? This is equal to 8. Rx is equal to 2. This is clear. We find the value of x. This is equal to 2. Now, so required numbers is to equate to in 3, 5, 13 and 19. Then we will get the number in proportion. So what is our required numbers to form proportion? It becomes 5, 7, 50 and 20 ones. Okay. So here we need to find only required numbers. I repeat this question again. What numbers should be added to each of the numbers 3, 5, 13 and 19? So that to be resulting numbers may be in proportion. So here we find our required number is 2. Okay. If you add them 2, 3, 5, 13 and 19, then it get in proportion. So student, I hope all of you understood this question. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.